Well, today is a very important day. Welcome. He has arrived. He has joined the best signing for Real Madrid this summer. We already have him with us, Cucurella, on the same day that, besides Cucu, Kiki also arrived. Cucu and Kiki and Kona. Konaté was there too. Well, today these three new ones have arrived. Watch out, because neither Chouameni nor Jude Bellingham joined today. They would have a special permit. Most likely, they're saying that between tomorrow and Wednesday, without giving a specific date. Well, they must have their reasons. They have that club permit because they finished practically on the same day. Well, actually, Cucurella finished a day later than the French and English players, right? And so they should have already joined. But anyway, it's not a big deal. Neither those who are about to arrive, of course, nor those who have just joined will be traveling to La Coruña this coming Wednesday. You got to be kidding me. Scheduling the match not just on the day, but at the exact time of the eclipse. I mean, when are these people going to warm up? Besides, I think there's a total eclipse in La Coruña too. It passes through that band of totality, or it's in that band of totality, and the Real Madrid players will be warming up. So they're going to come out onto the field with those little glasses on. That's interesting. Well, I don't know what I'll do. Let's see. I'll end up watching the match. Even though I wanted to do something important for the eclipse, I have to go somewhere special for that. This is kind of geeky. Well, anyway, let nothing eclipse the arrival of Real Madrid's new signings. And now that I think about it, if Madrid plays on Wednesday, it would be absurd. Well, they could also join the team that same day, so they don't overlap with the first team. Arrive directly at Valdebebas, do a first training session, and that's it. Separate from the team, and then they'll see them on Thursday when they return. All right, this is starting to fill up. This is really good. It's already filling up. And let's see what we find from now until the end of the transfer window. Because 1 minute they say Madrid won't sign anyone else, the next they say yes. And let's expect one or two surprises. For me, based on what we discussed in previous videos, the club keeps leaking a no. So if it becomes a yes later, it'll create excitement. That's just obvious. So, well, I still feel confident about the midfield situation, which we'll talk about in a moment. One thing, because the other day Mourinho actually sent another message that I didn't pay much attention to, and it's very important. The thing about a small squad, the thing about the 20 players Mourinho wants in his squad, not 25, there can be 25 spots. But he wants a squad of 20 players because he doesn't like having people who barely play. So, of course, if that's what he wants, then 5 are already extra. There are already 5 extra, so all eyes are on Hendrik to see if he goes out on loan. They're looking at Camavinga to see if this man is leaving. But if Camavinga hasn't said since May that he's leaving, then he's not leaving. And Madrid isn't pressuring anyone here. It's not like Barca. The other day, they didn't let Rooney Bardghji travel. Barca has done that too for this reason. And if not, they'll stir up trouble there with 4 bars or pubs. You know how it goes. Allegedly, right? Of course, they do these things, right? In Madrid, this doesn't happen. And so everyone stays here because this is chaos, because that's how it is. That's just how it is. Hey, Camavinga, we want you to leave, man. No, I'm not leaving. Well, all right, then just stay. Well, that's how it is. It's unbelievable. Well, and on top of all this, of course, there are already jersey numbers. There are jersey numbers. Now let's listen to Cucurella. Because I've talked, and there's a really interesting little feature from Real Madrid television. And in a following video, I'll talk to you about someone who's not here among the jersey numbers of the first team. That topic drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. It's another footballer, another Real Madrid player who won't be here. And we can dig a little deeper into the issue of how, in my opinion, players from Castilla are being left to mature too long. Well, from the youth academy, right? From the last stop before the first team, Castilla, right? They're being left to mature too long. I mean, by the time you realize it, they're already 25-year-old guys. You think this isn't normal. But anyway, the jersey numbers, Courtois is number 1, Looney is number 13. Asensio is number 2, another one who says he's not leaving and is still injured. Militao is number 3, Hausen is number 4, Trent, Alexander-Arnold is number 12, Konaté is number 16, Cucurella is number 17. Alvaro Carreras is number 18, Rudiger is number 22, Mendy, another one who's there, the man in light colors. Anyway, who knows when Mendy will recover. Number 23, Dumfries is number 24. Bellingham keeps number 5, Camavinga holds on to his number 6. Valverde has number 8 again. Nothing changes here. Chouameni is number 15. 14, Arda Güler is number 15. Bernardo will be number 20, Thiago Pitarch. We'll talk about Thiago Pitarch next. Number 27 and up front. Vini with number 7, he keeps it. Hendrik with number 9. We'll see if he has to give it up to someone later if he goes out on loan again. Mbappé with number 10, Rodrigo with number 11. Another one, we'll see when he comes back. Carlos SB, one of the new ones, number 19. Brahim keeps his number 21. And Jean Diomande has chosen number 25, number 25. 25 players are currently registered, so no more can join the first team. The wild card with Franco Mastantuono, who could have a Castilla registration, is no longer available. It was even said that Jean Diomande could be given a Castilla registration. I'm not sure if this is possible, but wouldn't it be crazy if your most expensive signing could get a Castilla registration? To see if that lets you include someone else, right? But of course, Mourinho is asking you for a squad of 20. Mourinho wants a 20-player squad. By the way, that means some players must leave, I insist. There's an issue regarding signings, and today, well, yes, people are still talking about Zubimendi. About Zubimendi, we mentioned in the previous video that, hey, if you don't hear more about Zubimendi, it's because there's nothing going on. I had heard that from a journalist, I think he was Italian, but there wasn't much to it. There really wasn't anything to dig into, honestly. And why won't Madrid pay more than 90 million for Zubimendi? I mentioned that Elatico Serrano had ruled out Keith Smith since his profile is a lot like Guller's. With Guller staying, Mourinho wasn't considering Smith much anymore. Adam Wharton would also be expensive. Wadil Boadilla, even more so. Let's not even talk about it. The City deal will probably go up to 130 million, so there's really no way around it. But it strikes me because they're saying that Madrid considered last year and still considers this year that Zubimendi doesn't have the quality to play for Real Madrid, that the Real Madrid jersey is too much for him. And you ask, how do you know if the Real Madrid jersey is too much for him? But wait, the ones who say that the Real Madrid jersey is too much for him, I imagine they're the ones responsible for signings, right? I mean, Yuni Calafate and Jose Angel Sanchez, right? In principle, with the full supervision of Florentino. Now let's listen to Cucurella. They'd say things like, no, he's not a Madrid player. They're the same ones who thought that Real Madrid wasn't too big for so many others. And they thought that Real Madrid wasn't too big, for example, for Renier. Or, of course, you say, well, anyway. Or what can I tell you? Well, Fran Garcia is gone now. Fran Garcia, in the end, did what he could. The Real Madrid jersey wasn't too big for Fran. Yes, as a starter, but not as a substitute. And a series of players who, hey, they bet on and believed that the Real Madrid jersey wasn't too big for them. And in the end, look, but for them to say this about Zubimendi, could it be that, of course, a guy who isn't starting for the Spanish national team because there's someone named Rodri there who's better than him and better than anyone, that's why he's playing. If not, he would play when Rodri isn't there, because when Rodri has been injured, Zubimendi has played. He did well and played in a European Championship final, a perfect second half. And he also got minutes in a World Cup final. But is it possible that the bald guy who coaches the Spanish national team, Luis de la Fuente, doesn't have a damn clue? That's what they've been telling us for a long time when he didn't call up Abraham, when he didn't call up the other guy and the other one, and when he didn't call up Hauser. That Luis de la Fuente has no idea. The man there doesn't have any, that's it. He may be clueless, but he's already won a European Championship, Nations League, and World Cup. Zubimendi likely gets along well with him since Real Madrid is too much for him, but not the national team, which is both European and world champion. Where does he play if the other doesn't? In what position is he the first backup? Anyway, honestly, yes, it's true that he's lost prominence at Arsenal and all that, but Arsenal went after him and paid the 60 million that Madrid didn't pay. And Arsenal just won the Premier League and is the runner-up in Europe. How easily and casually do people say that a footballer is out of his depth? When you also have examples of flops you've brought in here thinking they would fit perfectly, and it's been proven they didn't. It's incredible. Anyway, now let's listen to Cucu. This is beautiful. Come on.
I'm very happy. I've been waiting for a long time. It's been a long wait, but finally I'm here. Today I trained with my teammates, I met everyone, and I'm looking forward to gradually getting to know everyone better and for it to be a great year. It's an honor. I think not many people can say they've worn this jersey. We've seen great legends. It's a club with a lot of history, the biggest in Europe, and being here today, I think it's a privilege, an honor, and above all, a reward for all the effort I've put in throughout my career. Everything's been great. I was looking forward to meeting them. I'd already spoken with some teammates who'd written to me, and the welcome has been very good. It was a tough, long day, but I'm starting to get a feel for things, training little by little, and now the good part is about to start. A lot of confidence, and I think just being ourselves and doing what we know how to do on the field. Above all, enjoying ourselves, and I think what we all want is to win and for it to be a great year. Intensity, character, joy, I think a little bit of everything. I'm a very hardworking person, and in the end, with players with this kind of talent, as long as we stay united and are a great team, a close-knit group on and off the field, I think we can achieve great things. As a player, as a kid, starting out in soccer, having the chance to play for a club like this, I think it's very hard to turn it down. The opportunity came to me, and I had no doubts. As a fan, I've witnessed those magical nights, comebacks at the Bernabeu, and all the Champions League trophies they've won. And while having the chance to experience it firsthand, to be part of something big, I think it's a huge responsibility, but also a really special and important challenge. To play our first match at home, to get to know the fans. I've come to play at the Bernabeu as a visitor, also a match with the national team, and, well, now to experience it as a home player. Hearing the song and the fans, especially the bus arrival, which I've seen in documentaries, is really impressive, especially at big matches. I think all of that is something really beautiful, and those moments become stories that last forever. Hello, Madridistas. I'm here now and excited to meet you all. It's been a great first day, and I hope we work hard, have a fantastic year, and enjoy it together.
It makes me smile to hear the song, to feel that moment when you arrive at the stadium on the bus. This place has witnessed the heart of La Décima, La Undécima, La Duodécima. Well, one of our own now, good old Cucu, he's going to be great for the team in every way. Besides, I don't know him personally, but you can tell, you can spot great guys right away. He's going to be great for the locker room from a personal point of view, and he's going to do a lot of good. Well, even better from the point of view of the game, for the team. Besides Mourinho, they say that he had been in love with him for quite some time. Look, an example that when Madrid wanted, hey, how much do we have to pay for this guy? This, come on, it's paid in 24 hours, just like that. When Madrid wants, they pay. When they don't really want to, well, you get what happened to us with that guy I mentioned. Hope everything goes well for you. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, comment, and share. In the next video, I'll talk about the soccer player from Real Madrid's youth academy who drives me crazy because he's already gone. Because that Real Madrid policy with players from the youth academy, in the end, yeah, we end up selling them for 50%. I don't know what. We can get them back. We loan them out, this and that, you know? The youth academy supplies the most players to teams across Spain and Europe. Absolutely. Their ages are astonishing. And then how limited things will be in midfield because you have to play with 4 up front, which are Vinicius, Mbappé, Bellingham, and Diomande. How could you not play with them? There will only be 2 left for the midfield, just 2, for creativity and for the engine room of Madrid's play. I'm saying nothing and everything, but we'll discuss it in the next video. Take care. See you then. Bye.